silly little obedience masks everywhere they go. They've been vaccinated, so is everyone around them. So why the masks? Why the restrictions? What exactly is going on here? We know it's not science, we know that for certain. According to the CDC, once you are vaccinated, of course, you don't need a mask anymore. We can...
Does that or does that not sound like a fucking conspiracy theorist?
That does sound like a little bit like he's going a little insane there.
He sounds like a crazier version of fucking MatPat.
Yeah. Well, you know, James, science does prove Joe Biden wrong, so there you go.
But
I mean, by all accounts, how can someone live that long? It's impossible.
Then
scientifically.
A guy replied to my comment about, like, I swear to God, this has done nothing. So my comment was, I swear to God, this has done nothing but confirm to me that Fox News anchors are born to be conspiracy theorists because of the way that the guy talks and sounds.
Yeah.
And then somebody replies to that and like, the term conspiracy theory was created by the CIA to discredit allegations of illegals. He didn't spell illegal activities.
What the heck?
Right. Of illegals activities that were eventually convicted of committing.
What? What?
Like, I was just saying that the guy sounded like a conspiracy theorist, and he's like, well, just because he's right-wing doesn't mean he's a conspiracy theorist. He's right. This isn't science. We know that.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Yeah, and then, like, I'm sure he probably disliked, but I think that 3 people liked his comment, and I'm very concerned about those 3 people. But I'm going to guess he's one of them, so now 2 people.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host.
I'm James, but is James a real name? Is it not a name we made up in our mindscape? Let me go into the theory, if you will.
James. I call him James. Other people call him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird, and that's what it is. It's not science. It's weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, James.
Have things happened? Is time real?
Well, not really. Not for me, at least. I've just been... This week has been midterms. This week has been midterms, so I haven't had a lot of time to just dig up dirt on everything. So I'm just... there hasn't been too much happening for me.
Well, I have, and those commie fucks in the White House.
Jesus Christ.
I'm talking like my brother does whenever we're on the podcast. Just, and those commie fucks.
Commie fucks?
I just learned that I'm not going to have either of my brothers as my co-host for tomorrow. So that's fun.
Did they have to reschedule?
Joe isn't even in Nevada anymore.
Awesome. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Space? You know they faked the moon landing.
Now, here's the thing. Last week he told me...
Here's the thing.
No,
commercial space travel has always been a thing. They've just been hiding it from us this entire time. Because if we saw what they were doing in the outer asteroid belt, then we'd have some problems with the government.
It pisses me the fuck off, JD, because I gotta rant about this.
Go ahead, then.
This motherfucker... Not only did he skip out last week, the day.
Not only.
He told me when I asked him ahead of time.
Yeah.
Are you going to be here for this Saturday? He said, yeah, but then I'm going to be out the rest of the week. And I'm like, that's fine as long as you can make it for the recording.
That's okay as long as Saturday is here.
And then he goes, we should have Franklin join us for this episode. I'm like, yeah, sure. And I draw up a whole fucking, picture for Franklin. I draw him, his avatar and everything.
Plenty of Discord messages showing me the process of drawing that, yeah.
They had me do all these fucking alterations like, ooh, you should probably change the mustache. Ooh, make it more rounder.
Ooh, make it more rounder.
And then these motherfuckers go, they're like, well, we're going all 3 of us are going to go and see Godzilla vs. Kong in theaters together this Friday. And I'm like, cool. I'm not going to watch it ahead of time then because I don't want to spoil it for that day. I want that to be my reaction. And then I talk about it the next day when we all get together.
Yes.
This was agreed plan. Not only did Joe watch it early, he fucking spoiled a very big part of it for me.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, Jim, I'm not even in Vegas anymore. I'm like, what do you mean you're not in Vegas?
So
you fucking... I literally texted him at 5 o'clock.
Ran?
I texted him at fucking 5 o'clock this morning. I'm like, hey,
Jesus.
What's the plan with Godzilla versus Kong today? And he's like, Jim, I'm not even in Vegas. And Frank has a busy schedule today and tomorrow. I'm like, you're the one who said he should join.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot keep making me do solo episodes.
I'll sub in, dude. Hit me up.
Fuck yeah. You want to watch Godzilla vs. Kong?
I'll sub in, dude.
I'll buy tickets. Let's go. I'll go pick you up.
But yeah, the brother thing, Jesus.
Oh my God.
That's pretty funny, though.
This is 2 weeks in a row now.
That's pretty funny. Where he tells you we're gonna watch it on Friday. He watches it early, spoils you, and then leaves out of the state before you could dump all your anger on him.
Like, no, on fucking Monday or like Sunday or something, I asked him to his face. I'm like, hey, are you going to make it for the like recording this Saturday? He's like, yeah, I don't leave till like Sunday. And I'm like, that works. That's
Jim,
fine.
It was me, Barry. I was the one who sent you that text. I went back and...
No, he didn't send me a text saying that. He showed up to my house to pick up a suitcase and then looked me in the face and said, don't worry, I'll be here to record the podcast. And I'm like, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you gave me the reassurance.
I'm glad that you can lie directly to my face and I can't tell.
Last night I was in the middle of editing an episode and Joe goes, Jim, when have I ever lied to you? I've never lied to you. And I tell him to look me in the eyes and tell me that, and he can't do anything but not like force himself to not to like crack while saying it. Because this motherfucker knows.
Look at me in my soul and tell me.
No, I tell him, look at me in the eyes. And he starts smiling like when he's about to start telling me. I'm like, you're smiling. He's like, no, I'm about to start talking. And then he like opens his eyes really wide to stop himself from like smiling and everything. I'm like, you're doing the goofiest shit so you can seem normal.
You're doing this goofy shit to try and...
You sat 3 feet across from me and you lied to my face.
I sat 3 feet across from a liar. This is my story. I will rain hellfire down on you. I love how this is the podcast where you rant about all the problems you have on your other podcast.
Fuck PayPal, man.
PayPal is a son of a bitch.
Sounds like too much Riverdale.
There's so many like little things. There's so many like little things that you tell me that just keep adding up over time.
You know,
make you angrier and angrier, and I can tell that you're Malding. Like,
you know what was great?
Constantly.
JD?
Yeah.
This week I had the house all to myself essentially because like my dad's at work and everything, and
that's nice.
Johnny's visiting family like upstate and everything.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I'm like, I got the house to myself. This is like the perfect opportunity. I've been cleaning my room. I've been getting it ready for 3 people to be hosting. I was talking to Joe about Frank like joining. Like, okay, do we need to get another microphone? Are you two going to share? And he's like, we're definitely going to share. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like doing all this stuff. I'm getting all this stuff ready, and I'm like so excited. I'm here on Friday, the day before we're supposed to record. And I text him in the morning, hey, what are we doing for King Kong vs. Godzilla? And he's like, oops, I'm not even in the state. I'm like, you
what you
and then he's like, you should text Franklin. He has a busy schedule today and tomorrow. I'm like, then why did you ask him to be included if you know he's busy?
Well, you see, James, it's actually your fault because you didn't double check with him beforehand.
I've been asking him all week. All week I've been like checking in. Like I blocked him like for the past like 2 days because he was spoiling Godzilla, but like any other time I was asking him like, what situation King Kong and Godzilla, what's that all about? And he's like,
you still clear for Saturday? You still clear for okay?
Yeah. I was like getting all the checkup and everything. He was just like avoiding like answering, and I realize now why.
Because he wasn't free for Saturday. You know, we live in a society.
It just takes one bad day.
It's like the next episode you do where you sit down with your brother. You're like, all right, let's start this. So you press the start button. You're like, you're horrible. I'm horrible? Yes, you're horrible.
No, hold on, I got it. You're horrible, Joe.
You're horrible.
I'm horrible? Yes, Joe. How am I horrible? You're making me a joke. You come in here and you tell me we're going to go all see a movie together and we're going to have a third host while you're here and everything. And I go and I draw his picture and I get it all ready and I get my room all cleaned up and set for 3 people to be in here while recording and everything. And I'm asking you all these questions and you tell me, yeah, it's going to happen. Then on the day before, you let me know you're not even in the state. You're horrible,
want to hear another
Joe.
joke, Murray?
Well, you want to hear another joke, Joseph?
How about another joke, Joe?
What do you get when you a completely stressed out loner?
What do you get when you cross a Malding Twitch streamer with a...
Have I told you about how like months ago I was worried I was balding?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So my sister was helping me with face care because I don't know anything about that, but she knows all this stuff. So she's
about what? Face?
Like something? Face care.
Oh, facial care. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
Facial care, and she was helping me with the creams and everything while I was applying them. I would wet my hair and slick it black. Slick it black.
Slick it black?
Slick it back.
Try to copy my style now, James?
We're both JD. Can you tell the difference?
We look identical.
We're the same person. We should just get a giant black bob haircut wig. just wear it for the power hour and not even mention it.
Yeah. That's nice.
Hi, JD. Yes, JD.
You're looking spiffy today as well, JD.
You as well, JD. But I slicked my hair back so it doesn't fall on my face while I'm putting the cream on and everything. Yeah. And I was because I have blonde hair, I can't tell if that's just because of how light it is at the edges where it meets the hairline.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if it was my hair was going back really far or not. I was am I balding? I'm asking my sister and she's like, no, you're not. I'm but am I? Well, I don't know.
How would she know? She's been looking at you her entire life. Can't tell. Something so gradual. You might need to change your avatar there, James.
Train wrecks can't tell.
Yeah, I mean he didn't. Well,
he's rediscovered that he's balding on 5 occasions.
It's because it's so traumatizing. He forgets about it.
He keeps jumping from video to video, finding a new one of him being "That's not real. Is that real?" It's
real,
the same bald spot each time.
It's the same one. And he says the same thing.
Oh my god!
It's because it's so traumatizing. He forgets it a day after. Where he's like, that's not real, is it? That's the headphones, right? That's the headphones, right? That's the headphones, right?
I gotta ask,
yeah.
Does Tyler 1 actually have that dip in his head from the headset?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have that dip. The headset's not gonna make a dip in your head, James.
I don't know. It seemed pretty funny and
don't.
I was I bet if you did wear that every day for several hours on end with a bald head,
I refuse to believe that you seriously asked me that question.
I've never seen his head. I've never seen his head that isn't just straight on when he doesn't have the headphones on.
You're like my parents when they look at me and they're like, JD, you're ugly now. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, it's because you destroyed your eyes when you were younger, so you have to wear those glasses and makes your nose look ugly. And I'm like, listen,
I never said that. Whoa.
No, it's the same. No, I'm not saying you said it. I'm saying I'm saying the way you said.
I'm not calling Tyler 1 ugly.
I'm saying the way you said that his headset changed his head is the same way how my parents say my glasses changed my face, which is just completely not true.
I'm not dissing him or anything like they are to you for some reason. I'm just saying I'm not saying there's no emotional connection there. I'm saying the concept of it is the same. The whole this thing's gonna change your appearance. I've never seen him with his headset off. With
oh yeah, that's true. Usually people don't actually see it with the headset off.
The only time I've seen it with the headset off is that picture where it's the meme of him looking upwards. And that one's always super edited. That something he looks different every time. It looks
like he's got a dent in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. By the way. No, glasses don't change your face. Okay, if you wear glasses when you're younger, it's not going to change your face when you get older.
Animated shows taught me that when you wear the glasses, you have big eyes like everyone else, but when you take them off, you just have tiny black dots.
Well, it's like that, except I'm Asian, so I'm always tiny black dots on my on my head. So they're like half right with that. Half right.
Oh, I gotta go check and see if they're here.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, though, yeah, just to clear that up. Yes, they tricked me when I was younger. I'm not gonna lie, they got me. They gaslighted me when I was younger. They were like,
JD, you look really good without those glasses.
No, it's because my parents were always like, they're always dogging on me for having glasses. So they're like, yeah, JD, you're ugly now because you have glasses. I'm like, yeah, you got me. And then, for the longest time, I believed them too. I was like, oh man, these glasses really did change my nose and stuff. But then I Google it one day, and they're like, yeah, no, glasses are not going to change your facial structure if you wear them when you're younger and have them on till you get older. It just doesn't work like that. And then now looking back, and I'm like, oh yeah, of course it doesn't fucking change your facial structure. No shit, Jesus.
No shit, Professor.
I believe the same. I believe the same people who think cactuses dissipate radiation coming from your computer that causes cancer. Jesus,
what?
Man. Did I not tell you about that?
What? I've never heard about that.
Oh, my parents think that the radiation that comes from your computer causes cancer. And because of that, I have to keep this metal sheet over my computer, or else my father will freak out on me. He'd be like, "Why the fuck is you not covering your computer?"
Okay,
like,
but
what are you
doesn't
talking about?
But the metal sheet would just make your computer hotter.
James, that's not the problem here. The problem here is that there is
I feel like that
the problem is that the
problem.
radiation coming from your computer is not going to make you have cancer, James.
No, I know. I was just completely ignoring that because I was like, that's not logical. But having the metal covering the computer on top of the case that's already covering it.
Yes, the computer components that cause cancer is already covered in a case, but now you have to double cover it, and apparently that is what protects you. I mean, you gotta
wrap it in another case on top of it.
It's better than before when I had a cactus in my room, and it's the only reason I had a cactus in my room was because my mother was like, "Yo, this will save you from the cancer." And I'm like, "Okay." And then one day when she was trying to arrange it or something, she dropped it on herself, and she's like, "This is all your fault." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "If you didn't have to use the computer all the time, I wouldn't have dropped this cactus on my legs." And I'm like, "You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And if I adopted, please tell me I'm adopted. There's no way that you guys are this level of intellect and just lack of self-awareness. I cannot. What is this?"
You're an idiot. Invite.
God damn it! If you weren't my parents, I'd be so I'm disappointed in you. I'd be more disappointed in you.
You're an idiot, and by association, that makes me a fucking idiot.
I don't want to be seen next to you.
Leave.
Jesus Christ! Can I disown myself? I feel like Lillian from Honey Pop too. I hate my parents. My parents hate me. All my parents suck. Except in my case, it's like, okay, listen, you're making no sense to me right now. Jesus. Yeah. Also, they think that when you look at, they think that I clearly have glasses, so my eyes are pretty bad. But they're like, JD, if you look at green stuff all the time, then your eyesight will get better. And I'm like, what? What do you mean green stuff? And she's like, the color green. If you look at the color green, you'll look better. And that's why I have a plant in my room now. It's over there on my shelf, and I never look at it. Because I don't think that looking at green things will make my eyesight better.
I refuse to believe that your parents are real sometimes.
You think I'm making this stuff up.
Yeah, no, the way that you talk
listen,
about
my imagination...
shit that I hear, it's like, this is...
Listen, I've got a great imagination, right? But even I can't think of this shit, okay? This shit just... There's no way.
Make this shit up.
Because it sounds too fake. It sounds too fake when I say it to people. When I'm like, yeah, my parents believe that my computer is giving me cancer because of the radiation coming from it. And they're like, shut up, JD. You're fucking with me. I'm like, no, I'm not. Look, there's a metal sheet on my computer. It's right here. There's a plant in my room because I have glasses.
So how do they feel about microwaves?
The glasses make my face look ugly, dude. How do they feel about microwaves?
Yeah, how do they feel about microwaves and TVs then?
They're fine with that.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like 70%. No, at this point, okay, before I was like 70% sure they were just fucking with me, and it was gonna be like, it was just a joke. What are you doing with that metal case over your computer? That's stupid as fuck. But then like they just kept going, and it's still going, and they like get legitimately angry whenever they see that my computer's not covered with it, or if there's no plants in my room. They'll come up to me and be like, JD, do you want to die? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They're like, JD, you're gonna die if you don't do this. JD, like, are you suicidal? Do you want to die?
You need to look at green, JD. You need to look at green.
I don't want to look at green, mother. And no, the radiation isn't gonna kill me. Okay.
You leave your house for like an hour and you come back and your room's been painted green.
Fuck, man. Has anyone ever died from cancer from radiation from the computer? I'm sorry, what was that? No?
But
Jesus,
the radiation
man.
from the computer thing makes so much less sense than like them having to fear radiation from a microwave or the TV. Because that's like
the ones that actually produce radiation?
Yeah, and it's like the more like actual like one that people like complain about and like talk about more.
Yeah, but even the TV radiation is not a thing, James. It's not like a huge thing.
I know, but I'm saying it's like the irrational fear of every other parent is like the TV radiation.
Yes, well, the reason I think that rumor started, I think I Googled it because I was like, when I was younger, they convinced me that it was the case. I was like, oh man. Then I Googled it, and everyone's like, yeah, that's bullshit. Basically, the rumor started that the TVs give out radiation that cause cancer because back then parents didn't want their kids sitting too close to the TV, like with their eyes up right in front of it. So they're like, careful, it'll give you cancer. And that's how the rumor spread.
Bullshit.
And that makes a hell of a lot more sense to me than it actually causing cancer. But then with my luck, I'm gonna like get cancer like naturally somehow, and then they're gonna be like, "See, I told you it was the computer." I'm like, "Kill me now, just unplug it."
You're dying.
Give me out of therapy.
Like insulin. Like,
where's my? Give me the number to my healthcare provider. I need to cancel it. Jesus, man. Yeah, but that's why I'm so resistant. I'm so resistant to like what was it? Just crazy people and frustration. Is because I've been dealing with that shit my entire life. So I'm cool with it now.
You got them and I got my brother and my dad.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's not like your dad and brother still. Yeah. I'd still understand why people get heated from that. It's totally fine. But it would probably take a lot more than that to get me heated, like seriously heated. Like
I'm not heated that my dad not wanting to watch stuff and everything. It's so weird, his choices.
I think they're funny, dude. I think he's funny.
He does. I'm just confused.
I think he's funny, and you definitely need to get him onto a podcast episode.
JD,
100%.
He literally refuses. Like he was saying yes up until like a couple hours.
Just like spring it on him, dude. Just be like, all right, we're doing it now. We're doing it now.
He'd never do it.
If you bring the setup to the living room where he watches the TV and you just plop it down like, all right, we're starting to talk now. Well, you think he just walks out? He just walks out of the room?
He wouldn't, but he would do nothing.
You'd just be silent?
He'd do nothing. Yeah. You'd be angry and like be like,
just fuming.
I'm trying to watch Supergirl and FBI.
I'm trying to watch Riverdale right now. Stop it.
I want to watch my NCIS New Orleans.
I want to watch my linear entertainment. Get out of my face.
I want my
Riverdale.
I want my CSI.
I want to see my favorite character, Mothman.
Don't get me started on Mothman again.
Don't worry, I won't get you started, Mothman. Let's talk about something else for a change, then, huh? So, did you hear about the new YouTube news?
Oh no!
The new implementations that they might put in.
Oh no! What?
They might remove the dislike button, as in they remove the public dislike button, so that there's still a dislike button, but people won't be able to see how many dislikes there are. And the reason they might remove it is because they claim that a bunch of creators are telling them that they're getting targeted hate. So then YouTube's solution to the targeted hate.
Tell us what creators. Tell us what fucking creators. I want to know their names.
No, James. Let me finish real quick. So they, YouTube's solution to the targeted hate is just like, let's just get rid of the dislike button. What do you think about that, James? What do you think about that?
It doesn't do anything.
Clearly it doesn't.
Hey, YouTube, fucking bring back monetization for anyone, really.
All right, let me get a little conspiracy theorist real quick. Right?
Or make YouTube Kids the
here's my theory.
Kids. Don't make YouTube normal.
Here's my who's
running this company?
Here's my theory, right? It's because YouTube owns some of the most disliked videos on the platform that they don't want people to see their shame. So that's why they're removing the dislike button.
We still know.
They're still there, YouTube. They're still there.
They had people Fortnite dancing in the suicide forest, for God's sake.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that. I don't think I actually watched that video.
It was like 2019 YouTube Rewind, right?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't watch the YouTube Rewind.
No, because wasn't YouTube Rewind 2019 like actually good, and then it was 2018 that was the shit one? I think it was 2018.
I think they've been progressively getting worse since 2018. I think.
No. They had a good one where there was like no dumbass like plot and everything in the video. It was just them going. The one that's
just the top 10 thing, like the watch mode.
Yeah, it was just it was literally the what they did for their first ever.
That was that was 2019. I think. That might have been. Yeah, I think that was 2019.
Yeah, they never made a 2021.
Was 2018 the one that was in the suicide forest then?
Yeah, 2018 was the
My God.
Where you got fucking John Oliver, the news anchor, doing the fucking Fortnite dance where he puts the L on his forehead and kicks up his feet.
Right. Like
sorry, that's what's in the video when you hover over it with like your mouse.
I know. It's the little like I don't know what they call it. It's the little preview of the video.
Yeah, the preview. Have you seen Amongus? The Amongus musical? No, the Amongus musical where it's YouTube Rewind 2020, but it's made by I don't know, music group or something, but it's also like the worst thing ever.
I knew that Among Us was going to be one of those cringy things because they have good. Well, I mean the cringy fan base thing.
Oh yeah, fan base
because the fan base is always so young, you know, and young fan bases always make cringy stuff because they don't have the self-awareness to realize that what they're making is actually cringy as hell. Can't wait to experience that again. I already went through that once actually. Minecraft.
They just added a new map with the
for Amongus.
Henry Stickmin. Yeah, the Henry Stickmin game.
Stop posting Among Us.
No, the airship from the Henry Stickmin games or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they made the airship and it's got like new tasks.
They must be big fans of the Henry Stickmin franchise.
Well, I think they're like friends with the other company because they have like all the little like
they do
nods
have some crossover
with,
stuff.
Like, they got like similar items in like the vending
Easter
machine
eggs.
or something. Yeah, it's got a bunch of nice Easter eggs. And you know, I think the games have like sort of similar art style to them too, but
yeah,
I think Sykkuno, I saw his video of him like looking at the new map. I think he was a bit unreasonably angry at it.
Sykkuno is a punk ass bitch. So they just like offend every Sykkuno fan.
You can't be the only anime boy YouTuber.
I don't watch Sykkuno much. I only seen him through other people watching Among Us.
I only saw it in like the little clip. It was like a 49-second clip, and I'm like, yeah, sure, it's short enough.
I do know that Sykkuno, when he laughs, he puts his hand over his mouth.
Yeah, he thinks he has like a bad smile or something when he laughs.
And maybe his teeth are crooked. What if his teeth are just disgustingly like just more like all like morbid? He had them like shaved down to fit crowns on, but like he forgot the crowns. He like forgot the crowns, so it's just like the pointy little like stubs of teeth. And that's why he covers them.
I don't know if that's the case.
That's 100%. I'm leaning toward it. I'm definitely leaning toward it.
Okay, so they included that map, is what I was saying. And Sykkuno, I think he was a bit unreasonably angry because he couldn't get the new version of the card swipe. Correct? Which instead of
I don't know why people have so much trouble with the card swipe.
dude.
I've done it. And it's easy as fuck, dude. It's super easy.
Corpse Husband, like, did you hear about like how he couldn't get it right for like 5 minutes straight while doing it?
And everyone was watching him.
Yeah, they were watching him.
That.
In the new map, he got it like on every door he encountered. He got it right immediately on the first try.
Yeah, no shit, because it's easy.
Yeah, but he was just like, dude. He's like, oh my god, I've moved on.
Don't feel accomplished. Don't tell me you actually feel accomplishment at that. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that you actually feel that.
It comes over the Saikuda who's doing it all at the same speed, like every try, and it's like that doesn't work. He's like, how fast do I have to go? And he's like just doing it over and over and over, and he does it again, and it goes, and he's like, I didn't do anything different. This map fucking sucks. Like,
it might seem different to them, but whenever I see someone doing the card swipe, it's just like it's kind of frustrating when I pay attention to it, because usually I just ignore it and have it play in the background or something. But when I pay attention to it, it's like they swipe and it's too slow, and then they do the same speed and it says it's too slow, and they do the same speed again. I'm like, okay, if it doesn't work the first time, I get trying it again. Maybe it just glitched out the first time. But if it doesn't work the second time, maybe you should do something different. Okay, please just do something different. And they do the same thing for like 10 times. They do the same thing 10 times. And it's like, dude, if it doesn't work the second time, why'd you do it again exactly the same? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Fortnite people.
Do they just like blank out whenever they're doing it? Because I'll understand, because it's like it's hard to talk and play at the same time. But Jesus, man, don't get angry at it. Don't get angry at it when you do the same thing and it doesn't work because it's not right. My God, man, it does bother me sometimes when people do that. When they make like the same mistake and the same exact mistake like several times, and then they get angry and they blame it on the game or something. Like, dude, just stop it. Go back to Minecraft, okay? Just chill in Minecraft. Do you farm your carrot farm that was only like 8 carrots large or something, whatever. Maybe you can have a farm, like a cow farm that only has like 7 cows in it. You just enjoy it, all right?
Fall Guys also got some new additions with their new season.
What season are they on now?
I think 7.
Damn, that's crazy. I remember when it was only season 1 back in my day.
Yeah, okay, boomer. Fun. I realize why that's fun to say to people now.
Yeah, because you make fun of them.
Yeah, joking aside, the new maps look awesome, and like the new costumes and stuff also look great.
Yeah,
but like the new maps look so fun and like cleverly thought through. Like there's this one where it's like you're racing in a circle, but it has this one area where you enter these like fields, and it's like this one's in slow motion, this one has 0 gravity, and then it's got like these little boosters that like always change once you come around the track on which direction they throw you in.
Yeah, I know that some of the criticism before was that there's just not enough of the game modes or like the mini games.
Right, there's not enough of like a difference between
them.
They're
all kind of really similar. So
right, in this one it's very different. I like it. They have this one where you pick up a battery and you run across, like it's basically you're playing Splatoon and Fall Guys essentially. You pick up a battery and you have to run across the plates on the field to like activate the most plates for your team.
Oh, okay.
And cool. Yeah, I watched it all through Achievement Hunter playing it, and it seemed really fun.
I don't watch Fall Guys, and I don't have Fall Guys, so
I don't have either. But this kind of makes me want to get it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe eventually I'll get it. Maybe if I start streaming and people donate to me, I might buy more games. But I don't know. I have to get. Let me get through this. I'll set up a business PayPal. But let me get through this week first, because this week has been pretty fucking it's not over yet. I still have 2 more CS assignments due.
It ain't over yet.
And then after that, I'll figure out how to set up a stream, and then I'll stream. And I'll let everyone know. I'll upload a video being like, hey, I stream now. So
hey, I stream. Come watch me.
I'm a little bit afraid of streaming, though.
Why are you afraid? What
you know, there's some... There's always... Most time of the day, there's a lot of background noise. I mean, in this recession, I think my dogs have been freaking out, and also my family member's been arguing in the background. But when it's recorded, I can just cut it out, edit it. But when I'm streaming, it's like, well, I guess it's just all there now, right? And if someone comes into my room and says I have a small penis, how am I supposed to react to that?
I do not know.
Stop it!
Stop that right now! I do not. You have no proof. Who even are you? How did you get in my home? I'm the penis man.
It was me, Barry. I was the one.
Who knocks?
So yeah, that's crazy.
Halo Master Chief Collection is getting onto its new season as well.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool one because they're implementing ODST customization in Halo 3, which is neat, and I like it because ODSTs are the fucking best, and they're using the Halo Fireteam Raven characters, which might not be that well known because they're a Dave and Buster's video game.
I don't know anything about it, so yeah, there's that.
They've all got pretty cool sets of armor though, and they're like implementing it, and like you can now have stuff on your back, like a backpack or a fire axe.
Yo, if I get enough donations, I'll buy the Master Chief Collection, play it, and stream it on my own. I'll be like first time playing Halo. There you go, huh?
I think you'd enjoy it.
Do you think I would?
Probably.
I don't know. It might seem too easy for me. Unless I'll play on the hardest difficulty. Maybe that'll spice things up.
Yeah, let's do some Lasso.
Because I have realized that there's a lot of games that I like watch people play games, and it's somehow them playing the same game makes them seem so much more fun. But I realized that because they're like dying constantly, and they're like making jokes because they're dying. But then I play it, and then like I breeze through it, no problem. Like 30 minutes, I'm like, oh shit, that was not enjoyable to watch at all. I didn't have any trouble with it. It's
you saying I'm bad at the game because I die constantly, JD?
I'm saying that it's more fun when you're having trouble with the game.
I definitely think you're gonna have trouble with Halo 2 if you played on Legendary.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
That's
I know that you get like it's like Payday 2 where you get 2 shot and you're dead. What was that? Anyway, though, I just saw the new Markiplier video that came out.
Oh,
and there's something really funny about the new one. Basically, he's still on his rant, or he's still on his little phase of playing simulator games. So he's playing it's like a winter Siberian wilderness survival game. And like halfway through it, no, 3/4 of the way through he gets like recording problems, and it's OBS problems, and he shows what's happening. And basically, you know what happens? It's the exact same problem I had whenever we were recording the Honey Pop in the early episodes, and Colonel Sanders in the early episodes.
You should basically him and be like, Markiplier, I'm kind of.
He's got to figure it out, dude. He's been recording for like what, like 10 years, more than 10 years,
and he can't do it right.
Why would he ever listen to me, who's not even a year in?
Because you figured out the problem.
Well, maybe my problem is not the same as his problem, but it sounds similar. It might not be exactly the same, but it is kind of similar because basically he pulls up his like task manager, right? And it says that his graphics card is like, it's like 100% running like full blast, right? So what I'm thinking is his OBS was configured the same way as I did it before when it was overloading. And basically it's using his GPU instead of his CPU. And then that's why it's overloading his GPU. That or the game that he was playing was just a Bitcoin miner, and that's the reason why I was fucking up.
Oh,
that could be true too. I mean, he is playing those random simulator games, so
he does do the 3 games a day thing too.
The 3 random games.
Yeah, 3 scary games. I don't watch those ones, to be honest.
I skimmed through them a little bit. I only just skip to the parts where I'm like, because I watch it and then I'm paying attention to what kind of sound effects that Lixian uses, because he's like the perfect horror series editor. He's got like all the great sound effects. But man, other than that though, it's okay, I guess. Not that it's like not entertaining.
Not that it's not good. I
Not
don't
that
not,
it's
not like
not
you.
good, but it's great.
I don't not like you. Fucking. I'm not. That's a Justice League reference.
Was it?
Yeah, Joss Whedon's Justice League.
Oh
Superman.
yeah, right. Yeah.
He's like, I know you didn't bring me back because you liked me, and then Batman's like, I don't not like you.
I don't not like you.
Like quirky.
Well, I kind of like being alive. I wish I was dead.
You smell nice. Did I not before?
Okay, let's not get into the Justice League stuff.
They rewrote that line specifically because they had him say this dumbass line, the Batman, when he was beating up the Justice League, where he's like, "You don't bleed. I mean, you won't let me live. You won't let me die. But tell me, do you bleed?" Fucking, and then what she says to him is, "You spoke," and he's like, "Did I not before?" And they
Alfred,
had her fucking
redo
that line.
Guns. I need the big guns.
Alfred, I need the big.
But he's like not even getting. He's not even getting strangled on his throat. He has his jaw like he's on.
Yeah, he picks him up in such a weird way, and it always
picks him up by the jaw, man.
Like,
and then Batman looks like a fucking baby. He's just dangling there.
Right. And
anyway,
why? Just get just more angry.
Did you hear about that Twitch streamer that got banned because she queefed on command?
Yeah, I saw Charlie's video about it, and I immediately stopped watching because I heard what she was saying, and I realized, oh, this is what the video is, and I don't like that. I find that funny. Gross and weird, so I didn't watch it.
I thought it was funny. It was also gross, but it was also funny. Yeah. Also, that clip is hard to sit through, but watching Charlie talk about it was funny because he was like, at one point he was like, why don't if I could like dart, like fart out of my dick, so dart, then I would constantly. He like invented a new term right there. It's like queefing, but with a penis, so it's darting.
Yeah, I picked that up.
Dick farting, darting.
Yeah, really. He's really laying the groundwork for me.
Really, really expanding Webster's dictionary. Anyway, though, I thought that was funny. I need to be careful, James. I might get banned too for whatever.
I feel like you were so ready to just start saying a bunch of shit while I was streaming, and I was like, JD, there's terms of service. You're like, oh,
I don't think I said anything too bad. I
don't think you could say rape.
I don't know. Maybe.
I know you can't show feet.
What if you were talking about it? You can't show what?
I know because of like the Tyler 1 clip where he's like freaking out, I think his girlfriend or something, because she's like making jokes about showing her feet, and then she stands up and her feet are in shot, and he like freaks out. And
I think I know that clip. Yeah.
I know.
It was the one where she's like, I got these 6 socks. Take a look at them. And he's like, stop! Don't show your feet.
Yeah, I mean, like
he like actually gets angry at her. He's like, I know why he's
saying it. I know why he's saying it, but he could have explained it better. But I know, like, they're like on that, like, you can't show feet, and like they're very specific about some stuff. So I'm pretty sure rape is one of the things you can't say.
Yeah. What if you were talking about it educationally?
Are we?
Or talking about it?
But were we?
Well, I mean, we weren't. But I was referencing a quote. Which was the Vikings. Mm-hmm. They burn your village and rape your women.
And who said that quote? Well, I did.
Well, I mean, it's a saying. Not a good saying, but it is a saying.
That's not a thing.
And I didn't even say rape women. I said the opposite. I flipped it. I said burn women and rape villages.
Yeah, but I still think you can't say the word.
I'll keep that in mind then. Do they have like a list of words you can't say on the terms of service?
I'm sure you can like find the list of like things and like you can't
Maybe
say.
I should look at that before.
Yeah, you should. I'm like, I want you to look at that because I feel like you might just do something accidentally and not realize it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't say them I don't say it usually, but maybe there's 1 or 2 times I might slip up.
It's not my normal vocabulary to say rape.
I mean, James, have I said that? How many times have I said that to you, huh?
Are we including the amount of times that we said it now?
Well, no, before that.
Oh, just the one time, but still, it's like I don't want it like to slip up because I wasn't expecting to say it even then.
Did you get in trouble for that?
Yeah, JD.
You did get in trouble, then I
they docked
sorry.
me 39 followers.
They docked me 39 followers, and now I have 0. I have negative followers. What does that mean though? What does that mean if you have negative followers? That's what I thought. It's exactly my point.
I don't think you can have negative followers. That took me a second. Like nobody has negative followers.
No, I'm saying if you did have negative followers, what would that mean? What would that imply?
I think that means you're banned.
You're banned?
You're banned.
You're banned.
You're banned.
What?
You're banned. And then he just makes a noise like, "Dude," and then he does a dab, like a half-ass dab where he like kind of doesn't really put his like face into the elbow. It's like
half dab?
Yeah, like a "Did
you just send me a picture of Tom Holland?
Oh yeah, so I realized you and Tom Holland share something in common.
Is it the fact that when he wears clothes, he looks really skinny? Yeah. But he's actually kind of ripped?
Yeah. So I sent you a meme saying, "Are you Tom Holland?"
I'm like 90% sure it's the forearm, man. Because I have small forearms. And that might be the reason why I look really skinny. You can quote me on that. Because it's true. Anyway, though. So yeah, I'm all this stream talk. Definitely gonna might set that up. Can you do test streams where you can make sure no one's watching except yourself to make sure it's doing everything all right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can private stream. But also, how much time do we have left?
It's at 46 minutes right now.
Do you think in 20 minutes I'm gonna have to, or maybe sooner?
Well, that'd be.
Well, you know, they gave me like a time margin of like from now into 25 minutes, so it could be anywhere in that time frame.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend my microphone up to where I'm standing, and I'm just going to do the rest of the episode here.
Standing?
And I'm not going to look at the computer or anything, and I'm just going to look out the window and wait to see the red of their truck.
Okay, you weirdo.
It's my dad's order of like food, and so he's like very always like adamant, like, "You better not fucking miss it." I'm like, I'm not, but
like he's, "You better not fucking miss this date." And meanwhile, Riverdale. I've been telling you this entire week.
Hey, Dad, I can't wait to watch Josstice League today. Like we've been planning all week.
Oh, but it's so much work. Riverdale.
Food? Okay, Dad, we still got an hour to at least watch an hour of Josstice League. Sorry, Jim, that sounds like a lot of work. Ooh, Riverdale.
Riverdale. That's funny, dude. No, but
don't worry, Jim.
Did you remember that one? You remember that one phase that YouTubers had when they had like standing desks?
Yeah.
Like every single one of them had a standing desk.
Yeah, that was really weird. I think Markiplier just still has one.
When did they stop that?
I'm still convinced Markiplier has one, though.
No, I think he's sitting now. I think he sits.
No, but for like some videos, it looks like he's standing.
Oh, I think he has like a standing desk that can also form into a sitting desk.
Well, no, I know.
What it is.
That's not what a standing desk is. Like you can go from sitting to standing.
I don't know. I thought the standing desks were like you can only stand.
No. The most I've seen at least are the like ones that like have the motor on them that bring them up and down.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have a standing desk, so I can't afford one.
Either. That would be neat to have, though.
I'm
Twitch money on.
I've just realized this because I've been using this table for so long. I don't actually remember what kind of table it was, but now I remember. This is like, do you know those tables at like elementary schools that you can fold down to the field, and they're like made of this white kind of plastic?
Yeah, are you using one of those?
That's my table. Yeah. It's like this really long, it's like a lunch table, like an elementary school lunch table. Yeah, this is my table.
That's what me and Joe used to record on, but then we got the mic arms and we realized they wouldn't fit, so we had to like find another desk in the house. that could fit.
That's funny because my marker arm doesn't fit on this thing because it's too thick.
We used to have to hold our microphones, and that's where that picture of Joe with the things cost money.
I actually have my microphone clipped on a separate folding table. And the other folding table's right next to my desk.
Folding tables put together.
Hey man, you got to make do with what you got. And this is what I got, so it's all good.
It's all good, man.
It's all good, boy.
There was a thing where... Sorry, this is really just off topic from what we were talking about.
It doesn't matter what topic we're talking about on the crap shoot.
So one of the employees at Roosterteeth named Kaden, I believe she goes by she.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
But careful.
I do have to be because I know they are transgender, but I'm pretty sure they go by she.
Okay.
But, oh shit, wait, was that the truck?
Was that the truck?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. But they put out a tweet where they're like, okay, if you have a microphone and a good booth to record and like a good recording space, I'm like, I've got a pretty okay recording space.
That's me.
And and then it's like, and you have a website, and I'm like, fuck, and a demo reel, and I'm like, fuck. They're like, you can participate in a new Rooster Teeth related project. This is open to anyone to join. And I'm like,
this is open to everybody. Everybody who has a website and a demo reel and is also a voice actor.
You don't have to be a professional voice actor, just as long as you got like a reel of like you doing voices.
Do you think they're actually going to choose you over the professional voice actors that are going to sign up for that?
No, maybe they might. I can do a range of voices.
Really?
Just, I don't know. I think I could do a good job.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to not to try it. So
I don't not want to try.
Gosh. Can I tell you? I've been watching a bunch of the Invincible clips.
Yeah,
Invincible show clips. Is the show just called Invincible, or is it called The Invincible Show?
Well, technically, because they want to differentiate from the comic, but it is just called Invincible.
Okay.
It's probably advertised as the Invincible Show, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been watching some clips of that. It's been pretty cool.
Pretty good?
Yeah, I haven't watched any episodes.
Omni-Man tearing through all the Flaxons?
That's a pretty cool scene. I almost didn't realize that it was actually CG in a lot of the parts. Like when he goes like supersonic and starts like flying and blowing up the entire cities.
I rewatched that scene and it's so good. He just fucking barrels through all the buildings.
I like how the freaking like this upbeat like song starts playing too. Like, but I sat out of bed, digging up and up.
Dude.
And meanwhile, everyone's dying.
They've had such good soundtrack choices. They had a Cage the Elephant song in the first episode when Invincible like first started flying.
Yeah.
Where it was like, I'm an alien boy. And it was like, well, that's kind of
Oliver. What was his name? Oliver something? I'm an alien boy. I fell down to earth.
From 100 miles away,
and somehow I still make it work.
But
I don't know how he makes it sound.
Somehow played out.
He makes it sound like he's not actually singing, but it's still like on. It's still like in tone,
good.
On tone.
He's really, really good, dude.
It's catchy.
3 doors down, but you still ignore it. Just sing it. I just sing the whole song off key. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I saw the scene where Rex gets his ass beat by the monster girl.
Monster girl? Fuck yeah, dude. Rex had it coming, piece of shit.
It surprised me how like it says. I know it's advertised as the adult animated superhero show.
Yeah,
but like they do a lot of like adult jokes that I do.
Oh no, yeah. It was like you gotta. I learned this. Apparently, Robert Kirkman, the guy who wrote it and also made The Walking Dead, he made the Invincible comics when he was 23.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like a lot of the stuff is like what the mind of a 23-year-old would make, and then
it's mind of like this is what an adult is.
Yeah, I think it was like just off the success of like The Walking Dead and everything, and then he was like, "Well, now this is what superheroes should be." Dividing the expectations, and now he like has come back to him. He's like, okay, I've made a lot of changes.
Yeah, because like the art style reminds me of like 2003 animated shows like Ben 10.
It's the same studio that's been doing all of DC's animated movies and shows.
And what was it? Generator Rex. He's super.
Yeah.
It reminds me so much of that art style.
It's the same studio, honestly.
That made Generator Rex?
Yeah.
The same Generator Rex was awesome. Love that.
Dude, fucking love Generator Rex. It is one of the, like, it and Ben 10 are the things I definitively think should have a live action adaptation that isn't half-assed, because Ben 10
I was about to say, like, yeah, there are live adaptations of them.
Yeah, there are 2 that were half-assed, and they were so horribly done, but they can be done so well if they're, like, actually given a chance and a good budget. And I ain't talking about no Kim Possible live action, okay? We ain't gonna do that.
I don't know why, but those 2 were the ones that are like, damn, those superpowers are really cool and unique. And I haven't seen anything quite like it since. Where it's like, oh, this guy, Generator Rex, he can make his like his body into technology stuff. And it makes him into giant technology where he has giant fists.
The fucking finale, dude.
And then Ben 10 has a watch that turns him into aliens. Who came up with that shit? That's awesome. Thank you for coming up with that. That was an awesome idea.
And then all the aliens were always like very interesting, and then like
all the aliens had their own unique stuff up until. Well, I like the first original 10 because they had like weaknesses too. But then he starts getting those aliens are like Alien X and like the Ultimate.
Well, no, I like the Ultimate Aliens. They all have like they're based off of aliens that were like prisoners, and they all have their like own troubles. And he realizes that when he like morphs into them.
I definitely lost a little bit of interest when that happened. Because like
the first one he encounters,
the Alien X thing especially is like Jesus.
Dude, Alien X fucking kicks ass, and then they made him shitty in like the new.
It's cool, but he's just Have you
seen the new reboot? It's so bad.
No, I haven't seen the reboot. I'm not gonna watch that.
Dude, it's like the Scooby-Doo reboot that they did, where it's like it's so like the drawing is so ugly to watch and everything, and it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be coming back to what the original Ben 10 was.
I don't understand how they can make something look worse than when it was back in 2003.
Dude, you remember?
I thought the original animation was like the best looking,
right?
The best looking.
Dude, that's not what Cartoon Network does anymore. They do like half-ass stuff. But you remember Ben 10,000, the like very old version of him
from the original show? Yeah.
Yeah, in the new reboot, he's just a fat guy. They fucking fat Thor him.
They fat Thored him. You just got fat Thored.
I'm not joking. They fat Thor him, and he's like a total loser. And I'm like, that's not true. He's the fucking hero.
No, he was back in the other show. He was big and ripped, and he could do anything. And he's awesome.
He was Ben 10,000. He had a cool like hoverboard.
And he gave to his younger self. Paradox.
His younger self was kind of a dick.
Oh, his younger self was a fucking asshole, dude.
Oh, sorry. I also meant his son.
Oh, his son was also
kind of a dick.
Well, I mean, like son, like parent, I guess.
Like son, like dad?
He does come around, though, I think.
Papa?
Wasn't as bad as before, but I mean, it's still kind of different because you get a main character who acts exactly what you think a fucking 10-year-old with superpowers would act instead of just being a goody two-shoes.
And they made Kevin a good guy?
I kind of get why they made Kevin a good guy. I kind of would have liked it if he stayed
him a green Camaro.
If he stayed a bad guy, I probably would have liked that more.
Oh shit! I think they're here.
Oh, okay. Then we can wrap it up then. Or I guess he'll just leave me alone for a second. That's fine. I'll just talk about it myself. Back. Yeah. Anyway, I would have liked it if Kevin was a bad guy. He could have been like the Venom to Ben 10 Spider-Man. But yeah, nostalgia for old shows. That was back when I used to actually watch shows and cartoons on TV. But now I don't, so it's whatever. Well, I have an idea. I might do like a rewatch of Ben 10 if I ever have the time. And then I'll record like a reaction or something, like a watch along to Ben 10, the original show, the 2003. Because I don't know if it holds up as well as I remember it holding up. It might be a little bit worse than what I thought, but from what I remember, it was pretty fun and a pretty cool show. Damn, though. They really did mess it up, huh? I don't even think there was one reboot. There was like 2 reboots of Ben 10, right? There was like one version where he was back to a kid or something, but it was like canonically after he was a teenager. I don't remember that one. And then the new one right now, the one that has the Lego guy, Brick Man. I don't know what his name is, but it's the brick alien. It's just his power is Legos. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna make a sequel to Generator X. I would watch it, definitely, for sure. Generator X was cool, man. Cool when he had his powers. But we were talking about Invincible before that, so I guess I'll wait a little bit until James gets back to talk about Invincible. But I was watching some clips of it. Piqued my interest. If you haven't watched Invincible, you should go watch it. Although I'm not going to watch it, but I mean, I probably can. I actually is it on Amazon right now? That I can watch? Do I need to have like a Amazon Prime or something to watch it? Wonder if I can just watch it like how I can watch anime on Crunchyroll. Invincible. They have like a star cast, dude, in Invincible. J.J. Simmons, was it J.J. Simmons? I forgot his name. Something Simmons. He voices Omni-Man. That was a good casting choice.
That was a great casting choice. It was a false alarm.
Oh, false alarm?
False alarm.
Oh, I was just talking about how I was going to talk about Invincible again once you're back.
Oh, yeah. Stephen Yeun and J.K. Simmons. Great casting choices.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons. That's what it was. Yeah.
J.K.?
I was saying J.J. Simmons. No, he's not J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, no, that's pretty great.
Is it J. Jonah Jameson or Jonah J. Jameson?
J. Jonah Jameson.
It's the baby boy.
Can you watch Invincible for free, or you have to have the Prime?
You gotta have Prime.
Okay. My father has Prime. I could probably just use his stuff to watch it.
Go ahead, do that. Sneak onto his account, being like, fuck you,
I mean, I'll
Dad,
just ask him.
Invincible.
Dad, fuck you, I'm watching Invincible. Get out of my room, I'm watching Invincible.
Fuck out of my room, I'm playing Invincible.
I'm watching Invincible right now.
I think there actually was an Invincible video game.
Was there?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But now I get a good grasp of his powers now, at least. When you said he's like Superman, but not quite like Superman, I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, they literally explain it like they have super speed, we can fly.
We can fly. And unlike a lot of other flight powers, we don't need to push off anything. We can make our own momentum.
We can make our own leverage, Mark.
We have our own leverage. Should I read some 1-star reviews of Invincible?
Yes.
Oh,
too gory. It's kind of like the boys' reviews were like, this show is too gory. Oh, God.
Wait, what? Hold up. I don't know if I can actually see these reviews.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
There's weird. It's saying there's 1-star reviews, but I can't find any of them, so I guess not then.
But where?
But where?
What way, Papa?
By the way, is Immortal just... Is he Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is he the 16th president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln?
There's Immortal. I mean, Abraham Lincoln.
And that's who Immortal is?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he looks like.
No, but is he actually that? Is he actually Abraham Lincoln?
No.
I don't know where I saw it, but it was like, yeah, by the way, Immortal's actually Abraham Lincoln. I'm like, what?
Or, maybe he is. I have no clue. I'm pretty sure he's not, though. That wouldn't make sense.
Isn't he like, he's unkillable, right? He's immortal. That's why they call him Immortal.
I think so. I don't know, really. They put his head on a vice and they're like, his body's still moving.
Would you consider that spoilers if I told you that he was that he might be Abraham Lincoln?
No.
Does that really matter to the story?
I don't think so, but it's also like,
it's a fun fact.
Abraham Lincoln got jacked.
Well, yeah, he's a superhero, I guess.
We just do what superheroes do, baby.
We just do what we do, baby.
We just do what we do.
What's
baby.
Rex's powers? He just Gambit.
We just do what we do, baby.
Is Rex just Gambit?
Yeah. Rex is like a super depowered Gambit where he's just really lame.
Yeah, I don't really like his powers. They're kind of lame.
I'm gonna explode, baby.
Why did they choose him over all the other cool heroes in the back?
I think he actually does have use. He's just very wimpy.
Yeah, he's also not very hero-like. He's kind of more... He fits in like the universe of the boys, you know?
He's very anti-hero. If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean, I think my life is... I don't never buy no weed from the...
I'll never buy no weed from the... I ain't never buy no weed.
By the way, Invincible gets his ass kicked like all the time.
Oh yeah, no, he's always getting his ass kicked.
But is he like actually getting hurt, or is he just getting his like pushed around? I can't tell.
Well, you know, it's like a half and half sort of situation, you know.
Is it like a One Punch Man type of deal where he's getting beat? It looks like he's getting beat up, but he's not actually taking any damage.
Well, no, he's taking some damage.
Some damage.
Some damage, you know, he's taking some damage.
Well, I'm a cycle again. Don't damage.
Oh, no.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. But you wanna know what's even better?
What? Liking and subscribing. If you enjoy the episode, like and subscribe.
You enjoy us?
We release the Crapshoot episodes every Sunday. Now, if you want the next episode, you gotta like and subscribe, otherwise we're gonna hold you hostage. No, I'm just kidding. It's still gonna come out Sunday. But you should like and subscribe in order to keep track of it. That's it then, I guess. Say goodbye, James.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.